Hi, I'm Stephanie Wilson-Coleman, the Empowerment Doctor, and today we're talking about develop the courage to face your fears. Now, I know this series has been about facing your fears, so obviously I need the lesson too, so here goes. Fear is one of life's hindrances, and it can keep you from reaching your full potential. In fact, when you tell yourself you can't do something, guess what? You can't do it. So fear can turn your world upside down in no time if you don't confront it or face it. So sometimes we say, oh, that's easier said than done, okay? But if you take some definite steps, you'd be surprised how easy it is. So what's the worst that could happen? Take a minute and reflect on the fear that is holding you back. Take a closer look at what will happen if you take a head-on approach to fear. What's the worst that could really happen? Maybe it won't even happen. So if you're worried about rejection, focus on a positive outcome to get past it. If you're concerned about failure, think about the lessons that you can learn from the experience and then continue to move forward to your goal. If you're fearful about disappointing others, remember this too shall pass. Then I want you to work on conquering the smaller fears first, okay? People like to jump into the big pool, but let's do the smaller ones first. When we do the small things, then we're able to develop our courage and get some practice at facing our fears. So let's start with the smaller fears. So are you afraid of insects? Are you worried about taking a driver's exam because you fear you're going to fail? Start with things like that. So when you do, I want you to tell yourself that you're capable of facing the fears because you are prepared. Comfort yourself with knowing that you will never get more than you can manage in life. And remember to remind yourself that this fear exists nowhere but except in your mind. And this fear is larger than you think. Then I want you to look at everything as a learning experience. Absolutely everything, okay? We came to this planet to learn, so we're going to learn. And sometimes learning is going to be pretty, and sometimes learning is not going to be pretty. So I want you to put a positive spin on something. So when something happens that you think is bad, find the good in it, and that's what I want you to talk about. I want you to talk about what you learned, how you learned it, and not anything else, just that. Because remember, we all learn our lessons differently, and sometimes it comes with what we call as failure. There is no greater success than the type that comes with overcoming obstacles. So without any doubt or fear, you will be able to overcome the obstacles. Tell yourself that. Developing the courage to face your fears will work with you and help you be in maybe a work of progress or look like a work of progress for a while, but that's okay. So by using these steps, just take baby steps. Just walk towards becoming braver, conquering your fears, and reaching your fullest potential. Give it a shot, and you'll discover what you're really made of. I'm Stephanie Wilson-Coleman, the Empowerment Doctor, and as I always say, life is too short to drink cheap champagne.